Hello, welcome to Pipe Show. This is Bhuvan, and this video we're going to talk about how to render the graph in the Kotlin Multiplatforms. So the graph I'm trying to render is this one, like a gold star trending. It will be having the how many gold star that particular contestant have at this particular point in time. And also, if you look at that particular contestant detail screen, you could have seen that how many star he currently holding of. If you look at the Nixon, he has one star. If you look at Jovica, she has 2 star at the moment. Okay, the how this particular person is getting the star is the star will be denoted in the nodes saying that GS is known for a gold star. This is my data. If you look at Jovica check data, you could have seen that I have mentioned gold star 2 times, GS, which means a gold star. She got a gold star on Big 4, that's why I mentioned GS. Okay, the way I'm filtering this data is like I'm taking the history, which is nothing but which just comes from here. It comes from here, right? History, and history has a number of weeks, and from that week I'm taking the history. I'm just using the flat map to combine all this nodes informations available inside the history has week, nodes, etc, right? So I'm just taking the node and combined into the single list. From this list I'm just using the count. I'm going into the each nodes available here and checking whether particular nodes as GS word or not. Content, I'm using the content, not equal. Okay, so beside this GS I'll be having some description. Now the stars work is done. Now we need to know how to render this information into the participant detail screen. So to render this information in the participant detail screen, I've chosen this place where I like to render the stars under the name. I'm just taking this participant number of stars is not equal to null. Then I'm just rendering the star in the form of rows. So I'm just going through the stars and just taking the image that comes from like icons.filter.com. It's nothing but the Google icons. I already integrated the Google icon as part of this project. I'm just adding the description. I'm just specifying the gold color. So in that way, just rendering the gold colors over there. Okay, this is very simple approach. But how about the chart? Chart is something a bit complex. To render the chart, I'm using for some library that you're gonna see it in the awesome library.compose. Actually, this is a list of library. You could have seen that KMP awesome is a like a GitHub repository that holding the number of available resources for Kotlin multi-platforms. So if you go inside the AAY chart, yeah, this is a chart I've used it for rendering the bar, like a bar chart. Okay, so if you go into the bar chart, they're gonna give some samples about it. For bar chart, we'll be accepting the X data. X data is nothing but the number of years that I'm gonna specify it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 years. Okay. Now we need to form the Y data. So Y data can be a single data or group of data. Here they showed a group of data, right? So what I'm doing is I want to render the 3 group in a single year. So I'm just taking the group 1, group 2, group 3, let's say X, Y, Z. I could have said that, and then just specifying all 6 years different data here the same way for these 3, and putting it in the chat parameter and just render the rest of the stuff. This is nothing but just a configuration stuff, and that's it, it's done. So how did I use the it here is like all my charts are available in the chart screen. If you go to the chart screen, something like a renders title where I have the gold stars trending. I'm taking the participant details. I'm just converted into associates. So I'm associating this data along with the name as well as the number of star that particular person is getting. So at the end of the day, what I would have get it out of it is a map that has a name and then the value as a number of stars. Then I'm just sorting that information based on the second number, which is the number of stars he got, and then I'm taking that key as X value, and Y value is nothing but that particular value. Here I don't have a group chart, right? It's a single parameter, so it's very much easy for me to render this information. So this is my X values, this is my Y values. That's it. I'm just passing this into another sub function. I could have said this is my custom function that shows the render bar chart. It takes a title and then y value, x value, and the color of this particular bars. Okay, so I'm just passing this value. I'm taking the bar chart as I'm having only one value. I'm very much easy. I'm just passing this color to it and saying that my y value is this one and my title is that particular title, whatever I'm passing over there. And then grid color, I configure the x values just like the x value, whatever get it from there, which is like 23 participant informations. And then I'm just configuring the rest of the details. That's it. It started working. And if you run this application, you could have seen this. It has been rendered with this particular details. Also, I will show you how to add a chart dependency. So you just have to go to build.gradle find of shard project and just do implementation with .chart. Chart is nothing but this just a chance 1001 chart. The version is nothing but this b.005, which is nothing but this is the version I'm talking about. Okay, so I hope you would have understand this concept. You're free to download this particular source code, which I provide the link in the below, and also this application is already in the Play Store. Please make use of. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching the video. Stay tuned. Bye.